Kublai pi baro kini kilongi kubor bam takasni. Men haka apply trik urimpang halor kamat pyntrei kam ya ka Lavia Model Residential School EMRS hapo ka jilla. Uba brights to well marbanyang VPP haba yotai ka jingyo ka school EMRS bala ay ka sorkar India ula panjing shine umintri katnat puli puthi urakam isangma. Umintri katnat puli puthi rakam isangma ula ong baka reservation policy kan omtrekam satya haki EMRS. Henrayin sabut dia ni kakam bat ngiladep tho ya ka reservation policy kala bantray kam ne em tangbang impat yo jubab na ka sorkar India. Na kaliang ukon rat kisangma habayarap jubab yu menteri katnat puli puthi ka EMRS kala yo jaka ha Meghalaya banbu Henry dangwat ya ki jaka. Bad haki EMRS ka reservation policy hapo ka Lavia Model Residential School EMRS hapo ka jilla on saminjur.
Speaker, sir. So the function means building construction or academic?
Academic.
Speaker, sir. So out of 38, so I think as per the place in the table of the house, so the MINITCO and the WEBCOs, they are implementing agency. But however, the state government also has executed two projects, that is Pahamsim and Samanda, which building and others infrastructure has been completed. And for Pahamsim and Samanda, this EMRS school, the recruitment is already been, the exam has been conducted, but however we are waiting for the appointment order from the NACE, and the state government is planning to start this academic from 1st April 2024.
The Lavia Model Residential School comes under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. In fact, this scheme had started way back in 1997-98. In fact, in the year 2022, going by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, it has clearly stated that by 2022, all blocks in the country should at least have one EMRS school. But unfortunately, when you look at our state, not even one school has started till date. And may I know from the minister in charge, since when the process of construction or to start the EMRS school has started in the state?
Speaker, sir. So, despite this has been sanctioned 4 or 5 years back, due to certain issues, due to certain reason, like COVID-20, this also happened for the last 2 years, and so the land has been placed on the table of the house. There are many blocks where the land issues was there, but because of all this, so this has been delayed. But however, after pursuing the matter and having the review meeting again and again, we could see certain number of schools is on the advanced stage, and certain schools in different stages of progress. And we are expecting to complete at the earliest, and whichever the land gift has been finalized, so we are going ahead with, and we are expecting to complete at the earliest.
May I also know from the minister concerned, is there any plans to start one of the EMRS school in Mawlai block? Because as I can see here, in East Khas Hills district, there are still 3 blocks that have been left out. That is Mawlai, Soyong and Maupat. Is there any plan from the government to include the remaining 3 blocks within this scheme?
Speaker, sir. So not only our honorable members block, my block too, sir. So my block, Siju. So the first phase that has been sanctioned by the government of India. So I think like it is, the guidelines is in all the blocks across the country, about certain 600 plus, 700 plus district will be sanctioned tribals where 50% of the population are tribals. So this is the government of India vision, sir, to have a EMRS school in all the blocks. But however, since the first phase, the completion is due, and we will pursue the matter to, we will write to the government of India to sanction for all the blocks of the state. So however, what happening at the present in our state, there are certain location, there are certain block where the implementation of this project is very difficult due to land issues.
I would also like to know from the minister in charge, because when you look at the EMRS scheme, there are three components where you have the Eklavya model residential schools, and then you also have the Eklavya model day boarding schools, and the third component is the Center of Excellence for Sports. But then interestingly here, through the statement that I've been providing to each and every member, as far as the Eklavya model day boarding school, the reply is nil. May I know from the minister concerned what is the reason behind? And at the same time, may I also know from the minister, because as far as the third component, Center of Excellence for Sports, there has been only 4 proposals that have been sent to the Ministry of Tribal Affairs.
Because so since the government of government of India program and state has to receive any project under EMDBS, and so the state has proposed as per the place on the table of the house under Center for Excellence for Sports on certain locations.
Sir, I am not getting the reply from the minister.
So as I have stated, under Eklavya Model Day Boarding School, we have not, government of Meghalaya did not receive any project from the motor, and however only the residential schools we have received.
But if we go by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, there are 3 components as far as the EMRS is concerned. First is residential school, and the second is the day boarding school, and the third component is Center of Excellence for Sports. So yes, somewhat there is progress as far as the residential school is concerned and the Center of Excellence for Sports is concerned, but then as far as the day boarding school is concerned, it is nil. What is the reason?
So as I have stated, as per the government of India, as per the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, whatever has, as per the sanctioned government of Meghalaya is implementing the project.
Please. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have 2 questions. I'll put them in one go. The land is to be donated by the community or is the government buying? That is the first question. Question number 2 is, Pahams Im under Ribhoi district, physical status is 100% complete. So when is the academic session to be started in Pahams Im? So please.
May I get the first question again, sir? First question, sir.
The first question is the land to be donated by the community or is the government buying the land?
Sir, as per the ministry guideline, land has to be donated free of cost by the community. And sir, second question is a copy paste of my answer already, sir.
Karpran, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. May I know from the Honorable Minister in charge of Education, as we can see in this list table in the House, that some lands, in some blocks, the land yet to be identified. Why it is getting delays for land identification?
Sir, Speaker, sir, I should begin what happened in my areas. Sir, from the government side, from the Deputy Commissioner, from the BDO side, we have identified in almost all the locations for the schools. However, due to certain issues with the landowners, with the community, there is an issue, sir. In some location, because the ministry has asked land for the free of cost, and ministry not agree with even with the land lease for the job also. So ministry asked for the free of cost, sir. This is a hurdle, but I'm happy to tell you, sir, in certain locations, the community is so grateful to come forward to offer the land free of cost, because saying that this is a good project and this is meant for the tribal people. Therefore, sir, because of all these issues, sir, this delay happens.
Sir, is there any timeline for the government to start the project, sir?
Sir, it's not the timeline about, but the process is continuing, sir. But we are working very harder to make it complete at the earliest. As I've stated, two projects which already completed, like Pahamsim and Samanda, we are going to start the academic session from this 1st April 2024.
Just last question, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, the Honourable Minister, of course, has replied all the questions. But, sir, I just take 1 minute to give a context of how this has all happened, because I was very much deeply involved in this entire process. So before 2018, there were just 2 schools that were there for the state of Meghalaya. After realizing that these project components were there, we pushed very aggressively. And that is when Government of India sanctioned all these schools that are mentioned out here. So that's the first part. Second part, are the different components that are being mentioned by the different members. There are 3 different components. It's not that they're all part of one component. So there is a EMRS, there's a day boarding, there's a the school thing, the sports thing. These are different components. So when we moved ahead with the first component, we got the sanction with great difficulty. There was a tendering process through which the agencies were selected. Government of India selected those agencies. And accordingly, 2 agencies, namely Menetco and WebCos were selected. And there were numerous challenges because, of course, COVID-19 was there and other aspects were there. But more importantly, we had issues with land also. So having said that, as the Honourable Minister has applied, we have made a lot of progress in many of the locations. We have been having repeated meetings with WebCos and Menetco. And finally, we are seeing things move forward. The 2 projects that were implemented by the state government are complete. And we should be seeing those starting the academic session very soon. So this is just to give an idea, sir, and just a kind of more of a nutshell on what this entire project is about.
Karpan, your last, one more question, please.
Sir, is this EMRS direct central funded, or does the state have initial needs, sir?
Speaker, sir, it's 100% from Government of India.
Middlebone, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to place on record my sincere thanks to the government, to the Education Department for setting up Navia model of residential school in Pahamsim, which is under my constituency, which is the basic aim to provide education to the scheduled tribe student from class 6 to class 12 under Article 275, 1 of the Constitution of India. So I have seen there is a positive response from the department, and the physical progress of the work is quite satisfactory in the campus. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, as we have listened in his course of response, that most probably by April 2024, the academic session will start. The question here is that to the Honorable Minister, who will manage the school, whether there are a specific society or from the state government or with the locality, because the land is being donated free of cost by the Dorbar Chnong Pamsim and Right Nongpo. So who will manage the school from now on, not only on these 2 schools which has been completed, but for the entire state in general?
Speaker, sir, as per the provision in the guideline given by the Ministry, so this entire project and the school's management and the administration will be run by the MERSS, Meghalaya Residential School Society, under the government of Meghalaya.
Okay, Barrington, please.
Still I have.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, you may continue.
Still 3 more, because it's specific on my question. So when we talk about recruitment, there is an advertisement online since 2023 that the recruitment process has started for the post of principal, accountant, lab attendants, or the teachers. Now, I would like to know the exact status of the recruitment apart from teaching staff, the status of non-teaching staff, where there are scope, because this is application is all India. It is done all India by the National Education Society for Tribal Students. So there is a scope or not for our local youth also to get chance to get employment in the lower grade. That is my point, sir.
Speaker, sir, so as per the guideline, the recruitment as of now, sir, recruitment will be conducted by NES as per the Government of India norms and criteria with the job reservation, all things, all that. But however, sir, state government, MERSS, has signed an MOU with the MOTA, where it says, the recruitment will be taken up by the independent agency to be considered within the state. So I think it's as of now, recruitment is conducted by the NES.
So, another question, whether the reservation policy of the state will apply or not on the process of recruitment in EMRS areas in the entire state?
Speaker, sir, so the reservation policy of the government of Meghalaya will not apply as of now, but however we have pursued the matter, and the previous Honorable Minister of Education has also written to the MOTA to whether the reservation policy of the state can be applied here, but we are yet to get any approval or any communication from the government.
My last point, sir.
Please make it brief, because I have to regulate time.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
There's so many other questions. This single question has taken over more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
So I have to regulate so that other members as well will have the at least.
Okay. My intention here is that I will urge the government to please pursue this matter for reservation policy to apply, and at the same time, until the EMRS will make into operationalize, the education department will keep someone as caretaker to look after this asset that we have created in this particular place.
Your question,
because
question.
it is right in the outskirts of Nongpo. So I would like the Honorable Minister to give an assurance that there will be a caretaker from the education department to to look after this property that has been built. Thank you.
Point noted, sir.
One last
Speaker,
question
sir.
only. Yeah, I will allow only
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Sir, only one question and very brief, sir, direct to the point. Sir, I want to praise the government for two schemes that they have, that the government has taken, Pahams Aim and Samanda, sir, that they have completed the construction work. My point is that will the government write to the ministry to allow state government to execute this work? We understand, sir, that this work has been allowed executing agency from outside the state, and we understand their problem going to the interior, to the remote place of the state of Meghalaya. And we know if the opportunity is given to the corporation of Meghalaya or to the state of Meghalaya, this work could have been taken place as of now. So may I request, if the government think to write to the ministry, if things correct to write to the ministry to allow this work to be executed by the government of Meghalaya instead of this executing agency which is from outside the state.
Mr. Speaker, sir, since I am directly involved in this discussion with the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, I would like to update the Honorable Member and the House also. So number one is that it was not that Government of India simply gave the work to an agency of its choice. There was a tendering process that took place. And in the tendering process, obviously, based on the criterias and based on the percentage of commission that those agencies charge, Government of India selected two agencies, which was, as I said, a full tendering process. So it's not on nomination basis, but on tendering process. And these are the two agencies that qualified. Many others qualified, but their rates were the lowest. And hence, Government of India went ahead and gave it to Menetco and WAPCOS. Number two, sir, we have seen a lot of challenges, and as rightly mentioned by Honorable Member, that in many occasions I have raised this issue with the Honorable Minister and the officials that this work is going slow, and though the agencies may be trying their best, the state government and its agencies are in a better position to implement the work in a much faster way because of local conditions, and even land issues may be even faster and more quickly resolved if the state agencies or the state government is directly involved in this. So hence this discussion is on. We have pursued this matter. I have been following it up continuously, even as close as just about 2 weeks, 3 weeks back also, this matter has been raised. So it has been raised at numerous levels, number of times, but obviously, as I said, sir, it's not a simple process because agencies have already been selected through a very, very transparent selection process. So Government of India and MOTA also has got its own compulsions and rules to be followed, sir. But yes, the matter has been pursued. We are still pursuing it and will continue to pursue, and we hope that there will be some positive result.